In the latest measurement released globally, BTS's Jin emerged as one of the most influential public figures in the world, surpassing even a large number of top celebrities from the United States. This data is not just empty numbers, but concrete results from algorithmic research, online search rankings, social media engagement, to Google search trends in the last 6 months. The question now is, how can a South Korean artist, who has just completed his military service, be able to surpass the big names from Hollywood and the US entertainment industry? The statistics reveal one astonishing fact. The name BTS's Jin is more sought after in some major international markets than American celebrities like Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, or even Taylor Swift at times. This fact shook the expectations of many observers of the entertainment industry, which has long viewed the US market as the center of global pop culture dominance. However, BTS's Jin, with seemingly steadily increasing visibility despite a 2-year hiatus, has reversed that long-held assumption. Jin's influence is not only seen from the number of social media followers, but also from its economic impact. Every public appearance, Instagram upload, and small gesture from Jin creates a wave of global reaction, from trending topics in dozens of countries to surging sales of products attributed to him. One of the clearest examples is when Jin appeared on the show 2024 Festa and suddenly became the #1 topic in more than 90 countries in less than 15 minutes. No US celebrity recorded this much viral impact in the same period, based on real-time comparisons conducted by a number of global media data analytics firms. Reports from Korean and American data analytics firms showed that Jin recorded an unusual engagement rate even considered abnormal in international celebrity metric standards. The retweet and comment rate of her content far surpasses that of America's top celebrities, who have twice the number of followers than her. Interestingly, this is not because Jin is aggressively pursuing media exposure. On the contrary, his absence in the media in the past 2 years has created the absence effect phenomenon, in which the longing of fans actually triggers a surge in attention when he returns. When talking about Jin's position in a global context, one of the most relevant indicators is Google Trends. In the global search charts, the name Jin BTS rose dramatically since the beginning of 2024 and reached its peak after his performance at the Festa and emotional interaction with the ARMY, as BTS fans are called. In the same period, the search for other Hollywood celebrities stagnated. This is an indicator that Jin not only has a solid fan base, but also a real cultural influence, beyond just temporary popularity. Not only about online statistics, Jin is also the subject of non-stop global media coverage. From CNN to The Guardian, from Japan's NHK to Spain's El País, all highlighting Jin's return as a phenomenon in its own right. Moreover, when a statue of him was unveiled by thousands of fans in front of HYB's office in Seoul, the media began to ask serious questions. Are we witnessing the birth of a new global pop icon who does not come from the United States? These facts trigger profound questions about how the global popular culture landscape has changed. Is the era of dominance of American celebrities beginning to fade? Or is Jin just one of the few Korean phenomena capable of breaking through global walls? To be sure, the numbers don't lie. Jin's dominance is not only felt in Korea or Asia, but also in major markets such as Brazil, France, Mexico, the Philippines, to Germany. She is the only Asian artist to enter Pop Crush's Top 10 Most Talked Celebrities 2025 list without being actively promoted. Jin's strength also lies in his authenticity. He is known not to use sensational tactics to attract attention. Her interviews are minimal, her personal life is guarded, and her social media activity is limited. However, it is precisely this approach that strengthens its appeal. It makes the genie a mysterious and at the same time warm figure. In the midst of an era of celebrities who are busy speaking and performing, Jin stands out differently. And it is precisely that calm that becomes a magnet, Popular culture experts from Korea University cited Jin as an example of counter-narrative to American celebrity culture. In his analysis, he explains that Jin offers a model of fame that is more contemplative, more rooted in an emotional connection with fans, and does not rely on conventional media maneuvers. This explains why Jin was able to maintain and even expand his influence, despite not appearing as regularly in the media as many Hollywood celebrities. Economically, BTS's Jin phenomenon has had a real impact. The Brand Value Index shows that brands associated with Jin experienced an average increase of 17% in market value after the association was announced. That's a figure that's hard to reach even by a global brand ambassador from America. His involvement in major events such as the concert in Dallas, which went viral around the world, helped cement Jin's position as a leading actor in the shift of global cultural soft power from the West to the East. Now, as global society begins to be more open to various forms of cultural expression, names like BTS's Jin are no longer just an alternative to American celebrities. They become the center. And in the case of Jin, that center is built not just for music, but also from a strong personal presence, values, and emotional connection with an international audience. One thing to understand is, the Jin phenomenon is not an anomaly. He is part of a larger wave, but with unique characteristics that make him an icon in his own right. For anyone still looking at global stars only through American eyes, these statistics should serve as a warning. The world has changed, and BTS's Jin is one of the strongest symbols of that change. If you're one of those who followed Jin BTS's journey, or even heard for the first time the global impact he created, now is the time to witness this historical shift. Subscribe to this channel for updates, exclusive analysis, and in-depth highlights on the Genie and K-pop phenomenon that is changing the face of global entertainment. Don't miss it. However, in talking about BTS's Jin dominance on various global platforms, one urgent question arises that cannot be ignored. Do these data fully reflect reality? Or are they the result of the construction of media narratives and digital algorithms that tend to adjust to public tastes? In this fast-paced and biased information age, it's only natural for the public to question whether Jin's surge in popularity is really pure, or whether it's largely driven by virality mechanisms deliberately shaped by digital ecosystems like TikTok, YouTube, or Twitter. We should ask, do Google search numbers, trending topic X, and social media engagement rates really represent the real influence of a celebrity? Or could it just be a momentary reflection of an algorithm that emphasizes more clickable content as opposed to substance? In the case of Jin, we're faced with a complicated reality. A K-pop star who was almost silent in the media for 2 years suddenly returned and topped almost all global popularity indicators. The logic feels incredible, or is it just too incredible to be believed? Then, it is time for the public to make a critical reflection. Do BTS's genies really outperform American celebrities because of their superior quality, or because their fans are more organized in boosting digital visibility? We're not talking about musical quality, personal character, or social message. We're looking at one important fact. The narrative of popularity can be shaped, managed, and modified very neatly in the age of social media. Without realizing it, we are often part of a viral strategy that we have no control over. Information that Jin beats us celebrities on various metrics actually comes from various public channels: TikTok, X, Twitter, YouTube, and a number of online media portals that sometimes do not have strict journalistic verification standards. So, we invite you to ask a deeper question. How much of the news we read today is actually verified by credible agencies? Are we witnessing reality, or